Genuine question, how do you handle the stress and anxiety of how a volcano can just go off, or massive earthquake can completely destroy everything? I have no agency over those things. I feel like stressing about them is useless. I just like, if a volcano explodes and I'm next to it, I'll deal with it. Maybe I'm dead, sure, but that's just life, man. I can't, everything can possibly go wrong at every point in time. I feel like it's only best to just worry about what you have control over in the near future, you know? So I feel like worrying about it is not a big deal. What can you do about it? I don't really have existential dread. I don't really worry about these things. I feel like I'm more worried about other stuff in life. Like stuff that actually affect my day-to-day. Like if an earthquake goes off, I just gotta deal with it, you know? The same thing if you know, a terrible accident happens or anything like that. Live your life. I just feel like when you worry about stuff, you spend energy, you get stressed out, right? I feel like it's so easy to channel that energy towards something meaningful or something else. What if Godzilla invaded Japan? That'd be kind of hype though. Anxiety does not know this one. No, I get anxious about things, but I feel like sometimes my brain is trying to sabotage me, and I just trying to like, I have to like rationalize why some fears are not, you know, necessary. Or, you know, pointless. Your brain is not your friend. Yeah. I don't know. I think, like when I used to worry about things, I would try to be like, okay, look, I'll worry about this. If something happens, my worry was valid. If it doesn't happen, I need to remember this, that nothing came of it, and that I need to remember to channel that when I worried about this, nothing came of it, and just worry about it if something happens. It was like in school, you know, when I'd be worried about if someone would like bully me or say something, I would get so worked up about it the day before school. I would like plan routes out, you know, how to avoid certain people. And then I realized after a while of doing that, I was like, even when I went past these guys, they never said anything. So why did I spend all this energy worrying about it when I could have been enjoying like my Pokemon game or something? So I think I just had to learn that and keep telling myself that the thing I was worrying about didn't happen and didn't come true. And even when it did it make me feel better when I worried about it? Did getting super anxious about it help prepare me in any way? Easier said than done. But I think it's always better to like, at least I feel like for myself, it's important for me to tell myself those things. I feel like if I just resign myself to anxiety or stress, then that's just when I like spiral, you know? So I think I have to constantly keep challenging why I'm feeling a certain way. Sorry, I don't know if this is getting too real. Look, when you're online, chat, you gotta... I live on the internet, public facing. If I'm not good at dealing with how I feel about things, it's DreamingCannibal. My anxiety will crush me. I don't think my anxiety would let me, man. I'm just forged. I'm forged by the internet. Like, I still occasionally get people who ask me, like, oh man, you know, do you care about comments? Like, nah, I don't care. You can't care. You're a COD kid. Yeah, but like someone shouting profanities at you doesn't feel anything, but like someone actually analyzing you and looking at your person as a soul and thinking badly of you, that hurts. Anxiety will tighten my throat and force me to cry. Oh man, I'm sorry. Yeah, and I always feel bad when people talk about anxiety, because I, you know, obviously as someone who doesn't like deal with it that much, I feel bad about it. Other people don't know you. Someone has achieved true enlightenment. No, I don't think so. It's quite awful. I mean, I think for me, it was like, you know, you get put online, and I just made things because I like making things. But I was kind of like ejected into this space that I didn't fully understand what I was getting myself into. Like I knew online and being online, you know, people would be able to comment and say things. And, you know, because when you start out, it's always good things normally. So you're like, oh, cool, this is great. But then you have to kind of like get used to, you know, quickly getting over your anxiety or just stop uploading, you know, and stop being online. And there are a lot of YouTubers I've met, or a lot of people I know who love creating content, love being online, but, you know, it just wasn't a healthy thing for them to be public facing. And I think it's pretty tough. Always good to hear useful strategies to deal with that kind of stuff. I'm still on the path of overcoming anxiety. I've always wanted to do. As I started YouTube, nothing's helping so far, but I know that day will come. But this is the thing, man. With like mental stuff, it never feels like you're making progress, and then one day you wake up and you feel like, whoa, I feel like things shifted, things clicked. I don't know. We're always changing, even when it feels like we're not. Is autism considered a positive, negative status effect or a passive skill? What the fuck? What? You think this is Dark Souls? I think it's what you make of it. Mine says important. Hey, if it helps you gamify it and that helps you figure out what it means to you, hey, more power to you. More power to you. That is a wild question to ask. That is a wild question to ask. Holy shit. Damn. Yeah, but, you know, it's all good though.
Man, I wish I could think like that. But my anxiety would never let me. I already gotta take meds to keep it at bay, man. I wish I could live without having to take those meds.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It'd be nice to live anxiety-free. Also, when is the Tour de France, Connor?
Dude, that'd be so fun to do, but I would not be able to do it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not like a mental health professional, you know, so I can't tell you anything, but I can just tell you what anecdotally worked for me. And it doesn't help everyone, but yeah, I don't know. I think I was always pretty, I don't know what the word is, like, not very susceptible to a lot of that's like anxiety and that kind of stuff anyway. But occasional like bouts where I've had like pretty bad anxiety and stuff, but never anything like that's stuck around for long. But I think that's normal, you know. With how much you shout in the French, I don't think you should bite there. I'd love French hecklers, that'd be nice. You ooze confidence, thank you, I appreciate that, that's very kind. Again, confidence I think is something you learn. I have to like lie to myself a lot that I was confident until I think one day I woke up and I was like, oh, I think I'm actually kind of confident. But it was definitely a lot of lying to get there. A lot of lying to myself.